like a Jawa. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video with Kat about Raid Shadow Legends. Today, we are going to talk about the Forge Pass. So, I did a video a couple weeks ago talking about how I was going to buy the Forge Pass for the first time, talked about the aspects of it, talked about, what I thought was interesting about it. And so I said I was going to do a follow-up video now that the Forge Pass has been completed. And I was going to talk about whether or not I thought it was really worth it. So we're going to get into that. But before we do so, if you haven't, it is time, my guys, to download Raid Shadow Legends. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code. I have a whole video that is going to pop up in the corner, but I'll talk about it really quick. It's a great time to restart an account with Raid Shadow Legends because you get a legendary champion, Karada Fox Hunter, as soon as you complete the tutorial. Look at him. He's so handsome, so rugged, my kind of man. Once you hit level 15 in the game, you get Yugo, who is a hugely important epic support champion. And then even better, once you hit level 30, you get Tagore, who is killer in Arena, mostly because of his full team revive. So all of that together makes it a really good time to start a new account. You log out of Raid Shadow Legends, you uninstall Polarium, and then you want to click the link in my description of this video, and then it'll take you to a screen to prompt you, create a new email, and then you can start a new account. And once you have started a new account, you need to go in here to the side to promo codes and use the promo code Desert Queen and get yourself to Hanorok, who is so pretty and so wonderful, and a Void Legendary, super hard to get. I don't have her yet, and I love her, and I highly recommend her. Let's talk Forge Pass. Okay, so I'm going to talk about first what I got out of the Forge Pass, then how hard it was for me to complete the challenges, and then I'll conclude with, was it worth it? What I got out of the Forge Pass over time is I did get a steady supply of silver, which was super, super helpful. I got, see a little pocket here, 1 million, 500, so there's a million there. Over the period, I was getting a really steady stream of silver, which was super helpful. The other thing that came out of it that I found was really helpful is the Forge Pass raid boost. So you get 50% more XP and silver from all battles. So over the course of the couple weeks that you have the Forge Pass, you get each level. You get level 1 pretty quickly. Then you get level 2 after time, level 3, level 4, level 5, and it also boosts your XP and silver from all the battles. So what that did is it helped me level up my champions faster. I was able to farm a lot of champions, get champions ranked up, which overall helped me rank up some major champions, make a progress in the champion training events that happened, do well in CVC. That was a huge help. Plus, it came with a boost to silver, and you can see right now that I currently have about 10.74 million. That's all going to go away because I need to do a gear reboot, and so I blow all my silver during that. But it was helpful to have a lot of extra silver coming in, especially during those gear boost, the gear enhancement event. I also got a bunch of accessories and artifacts, a lot of them legendary, and all of them very high stars, 5 or 6 star minimum. I also got some of the Chaos Ores, which I have not touched, and I don't plan on touching because I don't understand it, and I don't think I need to just yet. I think that's a very late game event. But these Chaos Ores allow you to completely rework a piece of gear. It will eventually be more helpful to me, but I'm not worrying about it just yet. All of it was very helpful towards Forge and artifacts, which is where I need the most help right now. I got some glyphs. I got a lot, mainly I got crafting materials for Forge. So you can see this, I got a lot of charms, and I got a ridiculous amount of crafting materials for artifacts in the Forge. So you can see I even have a bunch right here. All of them were in the Defiant gear, and it got to the point where when CVC came around, it happened to be, this last CVC happened to have double points for Forge, which was super helpful. And I'm going to insert some footage here of me crafting over, I think it was like 100, it was over 100 5 and 6 star artifacts for Defiant. And it ultimately came out to be several thousand points, like almost 10,000 points for my CVC just in the Defiant gear alone. So that was really nice. And then at the end, we're going to poke into it. I haven't looked at them yet. I was saving it for this video. I got a bunch of Defiant mythical artifacts, an entire set. So I'm going to poke through them and see how good they are. That's pretty good. We've got HP, accuracy, crit rate, and resistance. All of those I could use. Okay, speed, HP. This is fantastic. I love this so far. I got a speed stat, resistance. I have a lot of champions who need that resistance. Gauntlets. Okay, attack percentage is fine. I'm not going to complain too much about that. Defense percentage is great. I see a lot of speed stats. This is the first flat stat that I've seen in all of them, so that's really good. I was kind of concerned that I was going to get all of these great mythical artifacts and they were all just going to be like flat defense, flat HP, flat attack, and I was going to be like, no! All right, here's a moment of truth. Do the boots have a speed primary stat? No! Sad face. And there's a flat HP and flat attack. Okay, so everything aside, I mean, I'm not going to get rid of these. They're mythical artifacts. I'm not that dumb. I mean, these are all decent. I'm still going to use them anyways. So it came out to be I don't know if I just got a good roll of artifacts that are great. I don't know if they curate them to be extra special, but I got some really good mythical artifacts, and I think that alone made the $20 worth it. I mentioned that in my first video, but and especially now looking at all of the primary stats and the substats of them, this is much, much better. So I want to talk about how hard it was to complete the challenges. I was concerned that it was going to be a lot more work for me to go through all of these challenges, all the dailies, all the weeklies. It ended up not being as bad as I thought. I missed plenty of dailies. There was my birthday weekend happened here in May, and there was I had family here. I had a bunch of other stuff going on. I wasn't playing Raid Shadow Legends as much as I normally do. So I missed some daily challenges, which ended up being fine because once I put a lot of effort more into the weekly challenges, that gave me a good boost. So a couple weekly challenges, maybe 2 of them. Getting 2 weekly challenges done is basically getting 5 daily challenges done. And you can even see here that I had more than enough points to finish, so I even have some extra points here. I had 44 extra points beyond level 50, which is what you need to get your final reward and everything else in there. I think I had about a week of extra time, so I finished the Forge Pass, I would say about a week ago. So I still had, it was just sitting here chilling for the last week, and I thought it was going to be a lot of extra work. It was not. So my advice is to concentrate on the weekly challenges. So I actually found the weekly challenges really interesting. Some of them were strange, like winning 50 dungeon battles with 5 champions in the same affinity. That was a little tricky, but it wasn't too bad. I did some good dungeon battles. I made good progress on the dungeon event that was going on at the time. I think it was Spider. And I just kind of did lower levels and just worked my way up with the same affinity team until I kind of hit a stopping point. But most of them were really attainable. This one I was just like, no, I'm not doing this. 50 campaign battles with 4 champions of the same faction. I was like, that's a waste of my energy. I'm not doing it. And I ended up not needing to. I was working on unlocking or upgrading 50 substats on artifacts. So between the weekly and the daily challenges, it was really straightforward for me to get through all of my points. There was no point in time while I did this where I was concerned that I wasn't going to have enough time to get my way through the pass. So that was really nice. So in conclusion, was it worth it? Yeah, absolutely. Between the extra silver and the resources, the high volume of forge materials, which made clan versus clan way easier for me. I hit some of my biggest milestones in amount of points in clan versus clan ever. Plus the mythical artifacts that you get at the end. Clearly those were so good. You are absolutely getting your $20 worth. This is probably one of the highest values I've seen in the game, and I super recommend it. I recommend this for somebody who's like me, needs to build up on some artifacts, really needs to make progress there. And if you're somebody who really puts a lot of effort into clan versus clan, absolutely I would say this, because just the forge materials alone and the amount of points that you can get overall is 100% worth it. So that's all I have. Let me know down in the comments, have you bought Forge Pass before? Let me know your thoughts and feelings. Did you think it was worth it? And then before you go, make sure, if you haven't already, click the link in the description or scan the QR code. Get started with a new account with Raid Shadow Legends. Get Karada Fox Hunter as soon as you complete the tutorial. Then get Yugo once you hit level 15. Get her maracas and her feathers. And her disruption on the other team. That's what I really like about her. And then Tagore once you hit level 30. Get his full team revive. And then do not forget to use the promo code Desert Queen and get yourself to Hanorok. So you're going to start off with a fantastic roster to go with. That's everything I have. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.